Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
time to bring the bass bird.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
2 right here. Come on. You better bring it. Yeah. Let's go right here. Mike 50.
Now Murray throwing on second down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Outright to Bourne. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the curve.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On first down now, run with McKinnon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Haskins. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a first and 10.
36.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
At the Niners' 26-yard line.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go, D.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Murray on the sneak. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
That's it, baby.
Murray keeps it himself. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
Let's get off the field. Kill.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They give to Johnson going right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Ready, go. 43's to Mike. 43's to Mike. 6. Now. Watch the eye. Ready.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Play action. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On first down, McKinnon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Haskins. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. We'll see what happens.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Murray. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch left. Watch left.
Murray now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. In the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on Hollow. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check 24. Go. Show it. Go. It's mine.
On first down, Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year.
52. 52's the mic. Here we go. Check 24.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54's Mike.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on fourth down last year, but they'll try it here. Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first and 10, it's Haskins. Austin's got it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check, 43. Okay, double up. Check up. Check. Match box. Right.
Haskins will throw, and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right here. 43 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Heavy. 43 is the mic. 40. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And his throw here's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Haskins on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Mike 52, Mike 52. In the face. Check 52's the Mike.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Isabella. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Let's go, dude.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, Mike 50.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Say.
11 yards there, 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. And give him a gain of 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now Haskins to throw it. Open man is born. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A gain of 14.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Haskins to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and goal at the Cardinals' 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
They go play action with Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I'm on. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I'm trying to collect.
4th down. Here's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Again, it's Johnson. Spins past him. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Johnson. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, and he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down, McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
On first down, it's Haskins. He finds McKinnon, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Haskins. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, 15 on it. Use the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They